Professor Wilkinson walking outside the Oxford University and was at a time about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. He noticed the sun was setting. He had his students with him who were walking out after the class. He happened to look at the sun setting, admiring, and he mused, I wonder why our predecessors said that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So one of the young girls who was with the professor said, why, professor? It is because that's how it looks. The professor looked at the sun setting, turned at the young girl, looked down at her and smiled and said, supposing it was not that way, and if it was just the otherwise, how would it look? We know sun does not rise in the east, does not set. It is the earth which is rotating. How would it look? It will look exactly the same way. Same thing is with you and I. Our education system is taking us across through intellectual travel and memorize them and application to establish our identity called ego. Intellectual and memory. And the fourth is the feeling. Four functions of the mind. Intellect, memory, feelings, and ego. And we are to utilize towards that data collection through our school, college, right from kindergarten onwards. Think for a second. It all is perception from outside, and whatever is happening to us is because with our five senses. It is the touch, it is the vision, it is the sense of smell, it is the sense of taste and sense of the hear. This is what the world is throwing back at us by our five senses grabbing and bringing it to our mind. But our education system is failing to take us right within us, which our ancient India's Vedanta talked about. What is that Vedanta? Vedanta talked about is, who is this me? Who am I? That I is not that body. It is not the mind. It's not the name, it's the frame. It's what is within us. So that within us, we are using three functions. I've shared with you before, at the cost of repetition, but make it firmly your own every moment of your life. We use memory to remember things. Unfortunately, most of us remember those things which cause tremendous suffering and pain to us. We remember those things and have this time, current time, which is called a present. Present is God's present. In nature's present, if you don't believe in God. It's present to us, but we are remembering those things with memory which are sad and miserable, cause pain in our heart, and we are suffering present. The present is experience. Memory is recollection of data, which is past. And the future is imagination. Imagine whatever you want in your life. That is education, diving within, believing by competence, not per chance, and not being in a rat race to go for a livelihood, but to life. Life is experiencing every moment instead of just a goal, setting and racing towards the goal, but enjoy the journey of the life. Goal setting meaning what? I have the end in mind. Many Westerners will say, begin with the end in mind. That means what? One guy goes down to a monk and said, sir, what will happen to me? This is my life right now. And monk says, wait, I will tell you what will happen to you. He said, what, sir? He said, death. Death is what is going to happen to all of us. Swami Vivekananda says, if you truly want to be successful in life, begin with death in mind. Now you are fearless. Now you can not live, but live life. Experience life as it unfolds every day with a new rich experience. Your journey, and with an imagination, visualize. You know what will happen with the visualization? It will happen to you. It will unfold its beautiful life for you, and you're enjoying every moment of your life. Isn't that great fun? And all it takes is you. The Professor Wilkinson statement, what would it look if it was not that way? Meaning, Earth is going around and sun is stationary, but it appears sun is rising and sun is setting west. Same way, we think we are this little body and the name and a life and a form with memory and with our intellect and ego. Ego is identity. Who am I? I am this guy, Robbin Ghosh. What would look the other way? I am the infinite being, using this body, the name, the form, my mind as application towards who I am really. Remember, saying very famous, Mandakya Upanishad, we are experiencing this life with Jagrat, like right now. If I'm not putting you to sleep with my explanation, Jagrat, awakened state. Second, experiencing dream sleep state. All of us do. Third state is the deep sleep state. The Mandakya Upanishad tells that waking, dreaming, deep sleep. And all these three are in ignorance as per the Upanishad. What is the ignorance? Ignorance of who we think we are. Just like in the dream. Have you ever thought of it this way? That you have to be there at the beginning of the dream to experience the dream. You have to be there in your dream, otherwise there is no dream for you. And you have to be there to realize the dream after the dream. Everywhere you are there. Who's that you? As per Mandakya is the fourth one. Turiya in Sanskrit. Turiya means fourth. So waking state, Jagrat. Dream sleep state is Swapna. Deep sleep state is Sushupti. And the fourth is Chetana, consciousness, awareness. Be aware, don't be in the rat race. Know by competence, I can. What? Anything. All I have to do is visualize. Remember Wright brothers? They visualized we're going to fly. And they flew. Remember Henry Ford? Nobody believed a car could run with something called an engine. Those days it was only horses, chariot and camels and buffaloes and cows to pull a cart. The first car. Nobody believed. Ferdinand Magellan, Google it please, 1652. Imagine, visualize, proved it. What? Earth is round. You know what they did to him in London? They killed him. This is what is called being the rat race. We still become a rat. But if you dive within, in Vivekananda's word, education is to learn to think, is to have a heart to help everybody. Which comes first? In yours and my case, most of us say me, mine and myself. As per education, it gives you a big heart, a big character. So heart, you. What can I do for you? How can I make your life better? So to think, to have a heart. Mind to think, a heart for other people, and imagination to visualize a future. Dream big. Remember again, T.E. Lawrence, all men and women dream, but they wake up in the middle of the night, in the darkness of the recesses of night, to say it was only a dream. But dangerous are the men and women, says T.E. Lawrence in Lawrence of Arabia, 1912 to 1917. best-selling books at that time, 5 volumes. Says what? Dangerous are the men and women who dream during the day with their eyes open and they act upon it and make it happen. Come, let us dream big and make our life happen. Not be just like a rat race and live like other people, be in the rest just for earning livelihood. But let's live a life. Ask questions, challenging, find the solutions. Yes, it's a hurdle, some journey, but then at the end of it, we are enjoying life. And that is you.